Have you ever stopped to think about the invisible force that powers our world? From the lights in our homes to the devices in our hands, electricity is the lifeblood of modern civilization. But have you ever wondered how it all began? Imagine a world where this energy flowed seamlessly, lighting up entire cities and powering incredible machines, all thanks to the vision of one extraordinary man. That man was Nikola Tesla, and his story is one of genius, rivalry, and a relentless pursuit of a dream that would change the world forever. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in a small village in what is now Croatia. From a very young age, he showed a brilliant and curious mind. He was an inventor, an electrical engineer, a mechanical engineer, and a futurist. But more than anything, he was a visionary. His most famous contribution? The design of the modern alternating current, or AC, electricity supply system. This is the system that powers virtually everything around us today, growing up in a Serbian family. Tesla was encouraged to pursue education. He was a gifted student. Excelling in mathematics and physics, he could perform complex calculus in his head, which often made his teachers think he was cheating. But Tesla's mind worked differently. He had a photographic memory and a unique ability to visualize inventions in his head in 3 dimensions without ever drawing a sketch. He would build, test, and even dismantle his creations entirely in his imagination. His fascination with electricity was all-consuming. As a young man studying engineering, he often worked late into the night, his mind buzzing with ideas for groundbreaking technologies. He was convinced that the direct current, or DC, system being used at the time was inefficient and limited. He envisioned a better way, a more powerful and versatile form of electricity that could travel over long distances. This was the seed of his revolutionary idea, alternating current. In 1884, with a dream in his heart and little more than a few cents in his pocket, Tesla made the journey to the United States. He carried with him a letter of recommendation to the most famous inventor of the era, Thomas Edison. The letter simply said, "My dear Edison, I have known a great man, and you are one of them. The other is this young man." Edison was impressed and immediately hired Tesla to work at his company. At first, it seemed like a perfect match. Tesla's brilliance was undeniable, and he quickly solved some of the most difficult problems at Edison's lab. Edison even promised Tesla a handsome bonus of $50,000, a fortune at the time, if he could redesign his inefficient DC dynamos. Tesla worked tirelessly for months and succeeded, dramatically improving the performance of Edison's technology. But when he went to collect his reward, Edison dismissed the offer as a joke, saying, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." This was a turning point. The clash wasn't just about money. It was a fundamental disagreement about the future of electricity. Tesla was a firm believer in the superiority of alternating current, while Edison had built his entire empire on direct current. The two men parted ways, setting the stage for one of the greatest rivalries in the history of science, the War of Currents. After leaving Edison, Tesla was determined to prove the world the power of AC. He founded his own company and began developing the components needed for an AC system, including the induction motor and the transformer. These weren't just improvements. They were revolutionary inventions that made long-distance power transmission possible. Imagine being able to send electricity for hundreds of miles with minimal power loss. This was Tesla's vision, and it was about to become a reality. His work caught the attention of George Westinghouse, an inventor and industrialist who saw the immense potential in Tesla's AC system. Westinghouse bought Tesla's patents and hired him, providing the resources he needed to challenge Edison's dominance. The war had officially begun. Edison, seeing his DC empire threatened, launched a smear campaign against AC. He publicly electrocuted animals using AC to demonstrate its supposed dangers, trying to scare the public into believing it was unsafe. It was a vicious and often brutal fight for control over the future of energy. But Tesla and Westinghouse persevered. The turning point came at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. It was a massive event, and the contract to illuminate the fairgrounds was up for grabs. Westinghouse, using Tesla's AC system, underbid Edison and won the contract. That year, the City of Light at the World's Fair was powered entirely by Tesla's alternating current. It was a dazzling display that captivated the world and showcased the safety and superiority of AC. Electricity, it was a clear victory for Tesla. A few years later, Tesla achieved his ultimate dream, harnessing the power of Niagara Falls. He designed the world's first hydroelectric power plant there, a monumental achievement that proved AC could provide massive amounts of clean, reliable energy to distant cities from that moment on. The future of electricity was set. Alternating current had won the war, but Tesla's mind never stopped. He went on to pioneer research in radio waves, robotics, and even wireless energy transmission. At his Colorado Springs laboratory, he conducted incredible experiments, creating artificial lightning bolts that were millions of volts strong. His dream was to build a global wireless system that could transmit power and information around the world without any wires. He envisioned a future where everyone had free access to energy. Unfortunately, this grand vision was never fully realized. Despite his genius, Tesla struggled with finances and a lack of business acumen. His primary investor, J.P. Morgan, pulled funding from his wireless energy project when he realized it couldn't be easily monetized. Tesla was a brilliant inventor, but not a savvy businessman. In his later years, Tesla lived a solitary life in New York City, continuing to invent and dream. He died in 1943, alone and in relative obscurity. For decades, his contributions were largely overlooked, overshadowed by names like Edison. But in recent years, there has been a renewed appreciation for his incredible legacy. Today, Nikola Tesla is recognized as one of the most important figures of the modern age. Every time you flip a switch, charge your phone, or connect to Wi-Fi, you are benefiting from the world that Tesla imagined. He was a man ahead of his time, a true visionary whose ideas laid the foundation for the technological world we live in. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest ideas come from those who dare to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the life of Nikola Tesla. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about the brilliant minds who shaped our world, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We have so many more incredible stories to share with you. See you in the next one.